Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome here to the Phoenix International Raceway as we're getting set for race number 10 of the second season, or the first season, rather, of the PCSRA Indycar World Series. We are almost down to the home stretch here in this series, as on the pole is Jeffrey Fengai, Chrissy Hillsworth, alongside Prudence Martindale, Jesse are in row number 2. Rest of your starting lineup as we're getting set for 32 laps racing. I was going to, first of all, go to Arizona Speedway, but my game ended up crashing on me, and so I had to restart my laptop. So there you go. At least this time the track at Phoenix did not crash on me. Points over here at the right side of your screen. Jeffrey Fengai has a 9-point lead over Skylar Taylor, Kyle Langland 3rd, Arena McShane 4th, Dylan Van Dyke 5th, Cody Smart 6th, Matthew Hubert 7th. 8th is Brian James, or 9th is Brian James. Sean is 8th, and 10th is Annie Crenshaw. And it should be a C, not with a K, but whatever. Anyway, getting ready for 32 laps at the Phoenix International Raceway. Green flags in the air. Our 10th race of the season is underway. Should be a fun IndyCar race here today. Everyone has taken the start. Jeffrey Fengai will lead the first lap. Prudence Martindale in second. Prudence Martindale comes in this race 15th in the points. She's going to go by Jeffrey Fengai, who, by the way, comes in this race as the points leader. Fengai's in the wall. Got a wreck. Adamson and who is that? Samantha Johnson are around. The caution is out for the first time today. Sarah Fogelman in third. Caution number 1 is already out here at Phoenix. Martindale will lead us back to the yellow flag. See what happened here to Anastasia Adamson. Looks like it was all started with Jeffrey Fengai. Looks like Adamson hit Fengai, bounced off Fengai. I think the 13 didn't get any damage, and then the 14 just ran into Adamson. Oh, who was that got a piece? I think that was Jesse, wasn't it? Yes, it was. So Jesse's going to have some damage on the car. That's a tough break for Samantha Johnson, 19th in the points. Anastasia Adamson making her third start in this series, not the run. Definitely not what she needed. Jeffrey Fengai's on pit road. Looks like he's going to go a lap down. Looks like that damage really is going to affect our points leader. So we could end up having a new points leader leaving today's race. The pace car lights are still on. I thought they went out for a second. As the lights will be going out, we're going to go back to green on lap number 8 of 32. You have to excuse me for a bit, because if you hear me blowing my nose, I do apologize. It's because my allergies are not good. So you have to excuse me for a bit. as my nose is like runny. Also, you have to excuse me why I'm recording this at 4 o'clock in the morning. So Martindale's the leader. Kyle Langland in second, Sarah Fogelman third, Chrissy Hillsworth fourth, Brian James fifth, Joshua Brown sixth, Cody Smart seventh, Maxie Chilton eighth, Angel Gutierrez ninth, William Ayers will complete the top 10. As we're going to go back to green flag racing, nobody out of the race from that first instant, green flag back in the air. This is the first time we've seen Prudence Martindale in a series since I want to say the series I'm getting ready to talk about in just a second. Which Prudence Martindale is going to have to go through the, and same with her sister Hadley Martindale. Both of them are going to go through what will be the Diva Cup Series trial. There's Sarah Fogelman and Chrissy Hillsworth. Those two gals, and also including Futaba Sakura, have been given free invitations to the Diva Cup Series for season number 2. So that's the first big surprise announcement as far as that is concerned. The second big announcement that I'm going to really surprise everybody, there's a little teaser that I'm going to have, is that there is a possible chance I might bring back 2 series that I'm thinking about bringing back. Yes, there's another Xfinity series that I used to do, and now that it's getting support from the World Racing Association, I feel like I'm going to bring those series back. So I don't know how long of an off season the Winston Cup Series is going to be, but it will be a long off season, so that way I can get, Foster stuff done. And that next series I'm talking about, the Buffalo Wild Wings series. And as Cody Smart has already talked to me about this on Discord, I'm going to more than likely bring it back. And if anybody's going to ask me, am I doing it on the NXS 20 mod? The answer is no, because it just takes up so much space on my laptop. So I'm going to be doing the NXS 15 mod. That will be using, it will be when it was the first year known as the Xfinity Series, which I have some paint schemes already made. And we're also going to have the Monster Energy Series drivers on the BR15. But here is the catch. There won't be signups as the caution is out for the second time today. It's like a wreck on the front straightaway. I'll get back to what I was going to talk about in just a second. Who brought out the yellow? Was it Haley Teo? Oh, somebody's smoking. That's James McLeod. I'm starting to wonder if he had something to do with this caution. Let's see what happened here. Survey says yes is the answer. So we'll talk about we'll go back and finish what I was going to talk about for the Buffalo Wild Wings in just a second. It's like James McLeod. Who turned James McLeod? Christopher Bright. As both cars go in the inside wall. That just pretty much sums up Christopher Bright's season right there. He has fast race cars, but unfortunately gets involved in wrecks through no fault of his own. And that's a tough break for James McLeod in the 30. And looks like somebody ran into the back of Sky Commons. I don't know who that was. It was a blue car. Think it was trying to get slowed down. That was Priya McShane who ran the back of Sky Commons. And she has come to pit road as a result. And looks like Jeffrey Finguy did not get his lap back, so that's not good for Jeffrey. As we're now past the halfway point of this race. So back to the Buffalo Wild Wings Monster Energy discussion with you guys. As looks like the lights are off on the pace car. We're going to go back to green on lap 19 of 32. Martin Neal's the leader. Langland second. Sarah Fogelman third. Chrissy Hillsworth fourth. Fifth, Maxie Chilton. Joshua Brown sixth. Kaiser seventh. Monica Towns eighth. Ninth is Reggie Fogelman. Angel Gutierrez will complete the top 10. We got away with it on the last caution. Not the case this caution. As it looks like somebody else is out of the race besides James McLeod. That is Grace Takayama with an engine failure, so she is out of the race, 12th in the points. That might have just ended her championship hopes just then and there, as we have 35 drivers on the track, 34 on the lead lap. Now, back to the Buffalo Wild Wings Monster Energy discussion. I know I'm going to get a lot of questions. Will there be signups for Buffalo Wild Wings? Yes. Buffalo Wild Wings will have signups. However, Monster Energy will not. For three reasons. There's three reasons as we're back to green here at Phoenix. Reason number one is that as Jeffrey Finguy got up in the Kyle Langland, but reason number one is that the Monster Energy series is only a custom series, and it was only going to be for drivers who already had custom cars I've already made back in the day. Langland, by the way, being one of those drivers. And the other one, or the second one, is that I have to make a new paint scheme for Timothy Grenville, as the caution is out again, because there's a manufacturer that's no longer, unless I do it, I have to do the PSD file, which I don't know if I'll do that or not. We'll have to see. As Sky Commons would be the reason the caution is out. So is Billy Backfires. By the way, we're back to the shorter front wing, if you're wondering what wing we're back onto this week. Let's see what happened to Sky here. Looks like somebody got in the Sky. That was Arena McShane. Oh, gosh. He got together with two McShanes. Got together with Priya through no fault of his own, because he got rear-ended, and he gets turned by Arena McShane. Also, unfortunately, like poor Billy Backfire, who had nowhere to go. And then Arena just hit Sky Commons again. Really not sure what's going on with a driver with the last name McShane running in the Sky Commons. Like, I don't know what Sky Commons did to you, and Sky's unfortunately out of the race. And since we're inside of 10 to go, we're going to have a single file restart. That's a tough break for Sky Commons, who has already done a much better job than Zachary Taylor did before Taylor got banned from the series. It looks like we got more drivers out of the race. Something happened to Jacob Foster. Why is Jacob out of the race? Oh, Jacob ran the back of Hilda Folk. So that's why he's out of the race. And we also are told the 20 car, Kaiser's out with an engine problem. We knew Sky Commons is out. Now we have had our answer on why Jacob Foster was out of the race. 17th in points, not the run Jacob Foster was hoping for. So it'll be Langland, Martindale, Fogelman, Hillsworth, Sarah Fogelman to be more specific, Monica Towns, Reggie Fogelman. By the way, if Monica Towns does rejoin the Buffalo Wild Wings series, she would be the defending series champ, FYI. Brown, Chilton, Gutierrez, and Brian James will complete the top 10. But if Monica Towns ends up going to Munster, we're guaranteed a new Buffalo Wild Wings series champion, regardless who it is. Green flag is back in the air. This copyrighted broadcast is presented by the authority of the World Racing Association for the private use of our audience. Any reproduction or rebroadcast or retransmitted or any other disseminations or the use of this broadcast without the express written consent of the World Racing Association is prohibited. Blue Hedgehog TV, the World Racing Association, want to thank you fans for your support, and we hope you enjoy today's broadcast. I know there's also going to be a couple of questions, as it looks like the caution is out one more time. Yes is the answer. And that's second in points. Skylar Taylor involved. So the good news for Jeffrey Finguy, the gal that was trying to run him down for the points lead, has also had troubles. And looks like we will get back to green. And Kyle Langland, who's fifth, he is third in points. So it looks like possibly Kyle Langland taking the points lead. Possibly. I was going to have to see what happened to Skylar Taylor. Let's see what happened here. Looks like Hilda Folk got into the wall, I would assume. Yep. Got into Priya McShane and then nowhere for Skylar Taylor to go. And Skylar was trying to take advantage of... Skylar got hit by Arena McShane. Oh, my word. What on earth is going on? The McShane drivers are just... That's like, I don't know how many cautions the McShane drivers have caused today, but good night. And Skylar's already had a bad day so far. As I believe we're going to have a green-white checker to finish up this race. Excuse me. Sorry about that. I think we're going to have a green-white checker to finish up today's race here at Phoenix. Yes is the answer. So it'll be Martindale, Hillsworth, Fogelman. Reggie Fogelman's now fourth. Langland, Towns, Gutierrez, James, Chilton, and Dylan Van Dyke. That is your top 10. All right. So if the caution does come out, the race will end in the yellow. So if we get another caution, but if we take the white and the yellow comes back, they will race back to the checker flag. So yeah. Details on the signups for the Buffalo Wild Wings series will be announced in the Discord. The link will be down in the description below. And also, the third reason for the Monster Energy series is that we have so many manufacturers. We have more manufacturers than the real life NASCAR Cup Series combined. Which I will discuss all the manufacturer discussions in when we have the chance. Green flag in the air. Of course, we will have Chevy, Ford, Dodge. I don't know if there is going to be a Dodge. I don't know. I haven't heard if we're going to have a Dodge car or not. But it may be Chevy, Ford, Toyota, Audi, Mitsubishi Lancer, BMW, Mercedes-Benz, which will be run by yours truly as the white flag is out. One more lap to go, sponsored by Credit One Bank. Nissan. Holden, which by the way is no longer, it'll probably be a Chevrolet for Timothy Grenville because of the fact that Holden is no longer a manufacturer support, even though it's on a Chevrolet body. So there you go. As off of turn 4, Chrissy Hillsworth wins at Phoenix International Raceway. And for a driver who came in with 25 points, rather, that's some big points right there for Chrissy. Boy, she needed that. If there's one driver who needed those big win points, it would be that 13 bunch. And with the points that Samantha Wilson got before Chrissy joined the series, that was 32 points combined, which would have put Chrissy right where she would have been at in points, which is 34th. But she will get the victory. Prudence Martindale will get second. Good run for Prudence. This could put her back in the top 10 in the points after today's race. Sarah Fogelman will complete the podium in third. Good run for Sarah Fogelman. She is going to be one of the drivers that will be in the Diva Cup Series, I should also point out for the Diva Cup Series that I will be handpicking rides. So whatever ride you get, do not argue with me in my DM. That's the ride you're going to be stuck with for the series. Just FYI, because I select the rides for you guys, whether you guys are okay with it or not. Nevertheless, Kyle Langland is fourth. As we already are, I'm already on episode 2 of Pressure Luck. It's the 1980s Pressure Luck, by the way. Kyle Langland will get fourth. Kyle will more than likely take the points lead because, like I said, the two drivers he was trying to run down for the points lead had poor finishes. Monica Towns in fifth. If this is the last time if Monica Towns does not race in Buffalo Wild Wings Series, she will be quote-unquote the outgoing champion. But take nothing away from Monica Towns winning a championship in the Buffalo Wild Wings Series in 2023. Langland is more than likely going to run Monster Energy points, but he's going to run some Buffalo Wild Wings Series races just to help him out in Monster Energy. So there you go. Brian James will get 6th, Maxie Chilton 7th, Reggie Fogelman 8th, Dylan Van Dyke 9th, and Angel Gutierrez completes the top 10. So there you go. Top 15 was David Heller, Matthew Hubert, Danny Johnson, Samad Oskin, and Bryce Egan, who complete the top 15. Looking through the rest of the results. Not a good day for a number of these drivers down here, especially a couple of drivers who were top 2 in the championship. Skylar Taylor, second in points finished in 28th. The guy she was trying to run down for the points lead, rather, Jeffrey Finguy, the only driver finished a lap down with after having to make some repairs on his car. Samantha Johnson, the last car on the lead lap in 31st. So we had 32 drivers finish the race, 31 of them on the lead lap, and then 5 drivers did not reach the conclusion of the race. Emma Kaiser, Jacob Foster, Sky Commons, James McLeod, and Grace Takayama. So, yes. So, tough break for those drivers. Also, I actually need to send Sky Commons a message, or Sky, if you're watching this, if you want the link to the Discord, I'll put it in your reply in the on this video. That way, if you want to join the Discord, it'll be either in your reply, or I will put it in the description below. If you have not joined the Discord, the link is, by the way, down in the description below. I want to put that out. Gonna take a break, come back. We're gonna show you your point standings and then wrap it up on the World Racing Association's Multimedia Network. Welcome back, everybody. So we're showing you your point standings after today's race here at the after Phoenix. Jeffrey Finguy still has the points lead. Kyle Langland did gain some ground, so Kyle was actually like 20-something points back, but now he's 3 points back. Now we got a tight championship fight, which is good. Skylar Taylor dropped down. Prudence Martindale, Martindale was the big winner this week. Jumped up 10 spots to 5th in the standings. Senor Sean dropped out of the top 10 of the points. And by the way, I haven't made a set date on when signups will be for the Buffalo Wild Wings, so FYI. So That's why if you haven't joined the Discord, the link will be in the description below. And like I said, I will send Sky comments a reply whenever he comments on this video. That way, if he hasn't joined the Discord, that is the invite link to the servers. You'll look at the rest of the scores. Anastasia Adamson with 13 points on the board. She will at some point pass Zachary Taylor when it's all said and done, as Bryce Egan and Reggie Fogelman have overtaken Zachary Taylor, who's, by the way, banned from the series. So there you go. We'll give you the rest of the points deal, or show you the rest of the stats, rather. And nothing more I can say about that other than I hope you guys enjoyed today's race at Phoenix. If you did, be sure to give this video a like, subscribe to become part of the World Racing Association crew today. We've shown your full finish results. You are now looking on your screen your point standings as a result of today's race. I'll show it to you one more time so that way you guys will see this. We'll see the IndyCar drivers next week at Las Vegas Motor Speedway. Now for our studio engineer, Carmen Alejandro. I'm Dee DeVoles. Thank you for joining me and saying goodbye from the Phoenix International Raceway. We congratulate Chrissy Hillsworth on her first career win on this channel in her 8th career start of the IndyCar Series. Coming up next, we'll rejoin the Infinity Network Sports Studios programming already in progress. I will talk to you all from Las Vegas. You've been watching the PCSRA IndyCar World Series on the World Racing Association's Multimedia Network.